Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. We are literally sinking our teeth into Chick-fil-A's highly anticipated 2026 fall menu launch. Now, if you follow the quick service restaurant world, you already know seasonal menu drops are a massive deal, right? Brands fight tooth and nail for our attention and our appetites as soon as the weather starts cooling down. But this year, Chick-fil-A is serving up something really unique. They're calling it a taste of nostalgia. It's a fascinating concept. But hey, before we unpack the whole marketing strategy behind that word, let's get right to the good stuff, the food.
So tell me, ever crave breakfast at dinner? I mean, it's a completely universal feeling, isn't it? You get that sudden urge for those comforting, savory, sweet morning flavors, but you look at the clock, it's 6 p.m., and the breakfast window at your favorite drive-thru slammed shut hours ago. Well, that right there is the core consumer problem this entire new menu is aiming to solve. Chick-fil-A basically realized that putting a hard stop on their breakfast items was leaving a massive all-day craving completely unanswered for a lot of their guests.
So, the magic date you need to remember is August 24. Seriously, mark your calendars, set a phone alarm, whatever you gotta do, because starting on that exact date, those limited time, late day breakfast cravings are finally being answered at locations nationwide. The long wait is officially over, and fans will no longer have to stress about beating the clock just to get their hands on a sweet and savory favorite.
Section 1. Answering all-day cravings, featuring the Chicken and Waffles Sandwich.
Okay, let's break down exactly what we are looking at with these stacked ingredients. This is definitely not just a piece of chicken haphazardly tossed between two Eggos. No way, we're talking about warm, maple-flavored waffles literally acting as the bun to hold the whole shebang together. Tucked inside, you've got that perfectly seasoned, signature Chick-fil-A filet. But then, and this is where it gets crazy, they elevate the classic by layering in 3 thick strips of savory applewood smoked bacon and slathering on a rich, sweet honey butter spread that just melts right into the waffle. And of course, it's served warm with a side of classic syrup for dipping or pouring, whatever your style is. It's a highly intentional sweet and savory combo, basically designed to hit every single sensory note.
But wait, they didn't stop at just the standard build. They actually built in customization. You get to choose your filet, original, spicy, or grilled. This gives every single guest the power to make the sandwich entirely their own. So thinking about it, which one are you going to choose? Are you keeping it traditional with the original? Maybe leaning into a bold, sweet, and heat dynamic with the spicy? Or, maybe balancing out those heavy waffles and bacon with a lighter grilled filet? It seems like a simple choice, but it absolutely completely shifts the flavor profile of the meal.
And this setup brilliantly illustrates how the brand is finally breaking down that frustrating breakfast boundary we talked about earlier. You've got the breakfast size, which is available from opening until 10:30 a.m., featuring a smaller chicken filet and waffle, perfect for the morning. And then you have the entree size, available from 10:30 a.m. all the way to close. That one's built with a larger chicken filet and a larger waffle, making it a super hearty lunch or dinner. This two-tiered operational approach is exactly how they're giving guests the freedom to enjoy breakfast flavors morning, noon, and night, all without throwing a wrench into their kitchen workflow. Moving on to Section 2, Sipping on S'mores, with the subtitle Campfire Classics Reimagined.
To pair with those savory items, they're dropping some seasonal beverages inspired by a beloved nostalgic dessert. When comparing the new S'mores Milkshake with the S'mores Frosted Coffee, check out the mix-ins. Both feature those incredible campfire elements: chocolate shortbread, graham cracker crumbles, and marshmallow-flavored syrup. But look closely at the base ingredients. The milkshake uses Chick-fil-A's signature Icedream dessert as the base and tops it all off with a marshmallow whip topping. It is a pure, indulgent, dessert-focused experience. The frosted coffee, on the other hand, blends that ice cream with custom cold brewed coffee. So you basically just have to decide what vibe you're going for. Are you looking for a decadent dessert milkshake or more of a caffeinated s'mores-flavored pick-me-up?
Section 3, The Year of Nostalgia, highlighting 80 years of heritage.
So let's pull back the curtain for a second. What exactly is nostalgia? We tossed the term around at the top of the explainer, and here is the precise definition that's driving the brand right now: bringing guests reimagined familiar favorites with comforting flavors and unexpected new twists. Think about the strategy here for a second. Chick-fil-A is a brand founded way back in 1946 by S. Truett Cathy. I mean, they have 80 years of heritage, but to stay relevant in today's insanely competitive fast casual market, they are intentionally mashing up those nostalgic childhood flavors like campfire s'mores and classic diner chicken and waffles with modern, playful updates. It's really a brilliant way to honor their past while totally innovating for the future.
Allison Duncan, their director of menu and packaging, hit the nail on the head with this. She said, "We challenged ourselves to bring those flavors to our menu in a playful and unexpected way, delivering a taste that feels both familiar and new to appeal to all ages." I absolutely love this quote because it gives a real human voice to the brand's seasonal inspiration. It really highlights the thoughtful, rigorous process happening behind the scenes. They didn't just toss some trendy ingredients in a blender. They actively challenged their culinary teams to take much-loved comfort classics and present them in a way that literally builds a bridge between different generations of customers.
And the thing is, these fall items are just one piece of a massive, year-long campaign celebrating their 80-year heritage of quality, service, and care. The chicken and waffles and the s'mores treats are joining a whole host of other fun surprises. We're talking about the recently added permanent frosted sodas and floats, highly collectible classic cups, and all new packaging and merchandise dropping throughout the entire year. It's a comprehensive 360-degree strategy, basically designed to bring little moments of surprise and delight to their guests at every single touchpoint.
Which brings us to a very important and honestly pretty appetizing question for you. Which nostalgia flavor are you most excited to try? Are you going to be lining up on August 24th for that sweet and savory honey butter drenched chicken and waffle sandwich for dinner? Or are you rushing out to grab a caffeinated s'mores frosted coffee to jumpstart your day? We've covered the corporate strategy, the mouthwatering ingredients, and that massive operational shift to all-day breakfast availability. So you are now fully up to speed on the source material and hopefully feeling just a little bit eager to see how it all tastes in person. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.